What is up, everyone? We're having another late update today. I was in the Discord hanging out with everybody in there today, kind of looking at the charts, looking at some key areas I'm watching, and I want you guys to take a look at it. They're lines we've had on here for months, and I did always say that they could possibly get to those levels, but I didn't think they would, and obviously they have. We're going to take a look at those levels, where they're at, and what we can expect next. And don't forget, we have a free Discord group in the description below the video. Definitely check it out, and let's get into it. All right, guys, as always, this is not financial advice, trading advice, nor is it investment advice. Always do your own due diligence and your own research before investing or trading in any markets. Before we begin, I want to remind you we are doing a Ledger Nano S giveaway. We're doing that on Sunday. All you have to do to be entered to win is make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. Smash that thumbs up and leave your comments down below. That will get you entered to win. And let's take a look at the Fear and Greed Index. We're currently sitting at 61. We raised 5 points from yesterday, still in the greed zone. And again, I'm still just, as of where we're at right now, it's about 12,950 is where we had hit this morning. Still a lower high in the macro. And as of right now, where this RSI and this price action lies, it is still bearish divergence on the monthly, although we will have to see where the monthly closes. I do want to show you guys where I'm watching. All right, so this is the old chart looking at the white trend lines, the breakout of this measured move 27.7, and the falling broadening wedge here in yellow, the measured move of that was 16,000. This is a part the part that, if you guys have been watching the channel, you know for a long time I've been talking about this RSI on the weekly and have been saying on the bullish case we could come up and retest the top of that. That could be what's happening now. We are going to be taking a look at that, but as of right now, depending on where this weekly closes, if we were to close in this area, we would have bearish divergence, which is higher highs in the price, lower highs in the RSI. But again, it's just the middle of the week. We got a lot of time to see what goes on there, but volume is still declining here while we're having this rise up. And let's take a look at the lines we've been watching in the Discord today. So on the daily here, as you guys know, these lines have been here forever. I think we've had them in here since July. This line here and right up here, looking at this as a rising broadening wedge in white. We did break down here, and our measured move of that, actually, I redid everything today a little bit more, a little bit less sloppy, I guess you could say. I cleaned up the charts a little bit, but it's around 4,000 is the measured move from the break of this, if we look at it as a rising broadening wedge here. Also, in the pink, we could look at it as a rising broadening wedge there, and a measured move being down around 6,500 at a break of this bottom if we do get down there. Now, this is what we've been watching. This trend line all the way from down here on the bottom of this broadening wedge, or you could look at it as a rising wedge too. We'll take a look at that in the 4 hour. But as of right now, let's zoom in here and take a look at where we're at. We are getting rejected currently right on that trend line. And that is currently at about 12,950 range, depending on what exchange you're on. This is Coinbase. Coming up to retest the top of this rising broadening wedge in pink would be around the 1440. So if we do break this, that's what I'm looking for, is around the 1440. I did enter my shorts here. If you guys are interested in trading, I'm going to leave a Prime XBT tutorial up top. Definitely check it out. It's by far my favorite exchange. They do not trade against you. You can use my promo code SAVY50. That'll get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit as a bonus, up to 1 Bitcoin. And that goes for every time you make a deposit. And Savy25 will give you 25% off of your fees. You can trade gold, oil, silver, Forex, S&P, everything on one exchange. That's why I like it. And like I said, it is by far the best exchange in my opinion. But anyways, if we do break this trend line here, like I said, then I'd be looking for the 1440. I did enter a short, and I showed everyone in Discord. I told everyone this morning, and I put my stops just above it. I'm going to be watching this closely to see what happens here. If we, like I said, if we do break up, I will get stopped out of my shorts, and I have longs ready there to go up to around the well, actually my longs are going to go to about 13.8, which is the old high back over here. So that's where I'm at with that right now. And if we were to continue down from here and come retest the bottom of this, and we'll take a look at the 1 hour too at some support areas that I want to watch if we do continue down from here. But if we were to come straight down in the next couple days, guys, it would be around 10,300 area for support, 10,003 to 10,400, depending on how fast, if we come down here. And then if we take a measured move of that, it's going to get us down to around that 6,500 range. But this is key right now, guys, is the 12,950. Now, if we do stay in this range for a while and tomorrow make another candle here, then that's going to raise that trend line to about 12,980, maybe almost 13,000, somewhere in that range. So keep that in mind in the longer term, so we know what may happen here. But let's take a look at my wife's webpage, anchorimage.com. Definitely check it out. There's a link below. A lot of cool stuff on here. She could put anything you want on any of this stuff, not just what you see. All right, so here's another way to look at this. Obviously, it's the same bottom trend line, but if we put a trend line off the top here, which we did have 3 touches, looking at that as a rising wedge, same thing, came up to retest the bottom. And if you guys have been watching at all, I'd always said this is a possibility. I did not think it would come up and hit here, which I should have because we did break out of it. But a retest of the trend line actually is pretty common, and we did make it up here. I just thought because we were so far out here, I didn't see it going up that far, but apparently, obviously, you can see it did. Same thing if we break above here, looking at about that 14,050-ish area. And if we have topped out here, I have moved my Fibonacci retracements from the swing low to the new swing high, and I moved the retracement areas over here. So the first area of support would be the 0.236 fib at 10,740. And then we have the 0.382 fib at 9,400. Then at 83.30, we have the 0.5 golden pocket zone around 70. Well, between 7,000 and 7,300 would be the golden pocket area. And then the measured move of this falling, or this wedge where we dropped out of it, is around $6,000 range. So that's another way to look at the same thing. 0.786 fib is 57.37. And then, of course, we have our CME gap and the 8 hour down here at 3,800, which nobody's going to think is possible right now because everybody's extremely bullish. I get it. I just still don't trust this move. You do what you want. I'm here to give you the possibilities, and then I let you know what my opinion is. And let's see the 1 hour. So looking at the 1 hour, as you guys know, I was watching this as a rising channel, which we popped out of, had a measured move of around 96, 9,700, which there is a CME gap down there. I know a lot of people say that won't be filled, but weirder things have happened. This is Bitcoin, and people have to realize that. I know a lot of people are new. It can drive you crazy. But we did break back in this channel here now. But what I wanted to say is some areas I'm looking for retracement. As long as we don't break that 12,950 range, I'd be looking for possible support down here around 11 or 12,400 area, depending on where we were to hit it. If we come back down to this range, you know, if we came down sooner, it'd be around 12,400. A break below that, and then it become resistance, then I'd be looking for somewhere around the $12,000 range, somewhere in this area. If we do break back into this channel here, I would say we're at least coming back down to the 11.1 for a retest, and then a break of that, then we go down to our lower lows down here. As of right now, that's what I'm seeing, guys. Obviously, this trend line is on an angle, so it all depends on where we were to hit it if we were to come down to this level. But this is what I'm watching now. As long as we don't break the 12,950 today, if we do come back down to this range within the next couple days, 12.4 for support, and after that around 12,000. Could be 11,950, somewhere in that area, depending on where this hits. That's what I'm looking at, guys. Watch that 12,950 area. If it breaks, then I'd be looking for the 14. As you can see, same thing up here, right around the 1450, 1440, all depending on where that hits also. But as of right now, like I said, I am short with my stops just above that trend line that I showed you earlier. Sorry it was so quick. I wanted to get a video out real quick. I want to get back to the charts and see what's going on. So thanks a lot for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking the Crypto Savvy logo above my head. Smash that like button, leave your comments down below, and share the video if you would, and I'm out.